Okay, thank you. My name is Grin Swangdacharuk. Okay, I'm come from Department of Aquaculture, Faculty of Fishery, at University. I'm one of the PhD candidate in the postgraduate school. Okay, um, currently I work as a product manager in a feed additive company named Kamin. And today I would like to share some of the experiment toward the farm product that we are presenting into aquaculture market. Okay. Today, my presentation, it will be about the efficacy of beta-1,3-glucan and vitamin C supplementation on growth performance of late tilapia during the early stage of fingering rearing. Okay. Okay. So why do we need to do something with this stage of fish? Because during the nursing of late tilapia, this is one of the most high value freshwater fish. At this stage, there are a lot of challenge that can limit the production of the fish. There are high challenge of disease such as Aeromonas septicemia from Aeromonas species like Aeromonas hydrophila, sorbia, etc. Also, there are one of the virus they call tilapia lake virus that recently report in this decade. And also another disease from the gram-positive bacteria, Streptococcus from Streptococcus. All of these pathogen has been caused a lot of severe problem during the nursing of late tilapia. Sometimes it can cause mass mortality more than 70% or 80% during the nursing stage, especially for the very early stage. Like in this picture, you will see this is the first 14 days of late tilapia, and the size of fish is only around 2 to 3 centimeters long. With these young fish are very susceptible to all kinds of disease and can have a mass mortality in the commercial side. Okay. So one of the key that we would like to promote, one of the key that we would like to help our farmer to overcome this problem is by introducing immune modulator product. Okay. Why do we need immune modulator? Because it can induce the immunity level in fish and to observe the survival rate or increase the survival rate. And also for this fish side, they will show as individual. Any survival, it will impact to the revenue to the farmer. And one thing, all of these supplements, when you go to the farm site, they will use with the what we call on top application. They will on top it with the commercial feed that they have. And also beta-glucan and vitamin C, both of these supplements, they are well known they are well known as an immune modulator, and they has a very high potential to improve the survival rate of this fingering. Yeah. And especially beta-1,3-glucan, this structure, they are very rich in algae cell wall, right? Because beta-glucan, you can find it in wide variety of plant material and also in yeast, but they are rich with 1,3 and 1,6. However, the interesting part is for this microalgae, this green algae like Euglena, they are rich with beta-1,3-glucan. And with this one, they come in the linear formation, so it's easily for glucan binding protein in the fish immunity system that can detect it and can induce the immune response. So we would like to apply it and to see how it can improve along with the vitamin C, which is the most commodity immune moderator in the field. And another thing, we would like to approach what we call Pulp Feeding program. Why? Most of the farm, if they go with the dosage or recommendation from all of the study, then they will go with the dosage that they apply for feed meal. Very low dosage, maybe like half kilogram or 1 kilogram per metric ton. That's equal to half or 1 gram per kilogram feed, very small one. It can be easily lost when you fed to the fish. In other hand, those dosage, they are daily dosage application. So you're going to generate this kind of work a lot. Farmers need to top up with their feed every day. So it's cause a lot of workload. So what farmer they will do, they will top onto the feed with overdosing, maybe 2 or 3 times higher, and they might feed with some kind of application that they can think of, maybe like once a week, 1 week long, and then stop for 1 month, blah blah blah. It can be anything else. However, one thing that we need to be concerned is any immune modulator, if you overdose it and you fed it too long, it can cause adverse effect from the overstimulate. And that one either cause the slow growth, or it may come, instead of immune modulating, it can become immune suppressing, because you overstimulate and then animal might exhaust it. And also, if you overdosing too much, will that also impact to the production cost as well? That's why in this study, we aim to see if we apply the cocktail product between 1,3-beta-glucan and vitamin C, and also vitamin C alone, which is the existing product in the field, will it affect to the growth performance, survival rate, total bacteria in the major organ like liver and intestine during the fingerling of lead tilapia in the real commercial practice. Okay, then we will also identify economic benefit from this application. Okay, the methodology that we will do, we also apply with one of the real farm practice. During the first 14 days, this farm, they will use shrimp feed and they grind it at that farm. So what we will do, we will apply with 3 different treatments. Control one, we don't supplement with anything. The first treatment, we will use L-ascorbyl-2 phosphate. This is the formation that widely used in feed formulate in feed meal. 5 grams of it will be topped over with 1 kilogram of shrimp feed. And the second treatment will be the cocktails mixture of 9% beta-glucan and 19% vitamin C, 5 grams as well, at the same dosage. Then this one, they will do dry mixing. After that, they will spray water, 100 ml. So all this dry powder can dissolve and absorb into inside of each feed pellet. So they call it wet mixing. After that, they will go to pulverizer to grind it, and it will become a powder feed. Why do we need to make this powder feed? Because the animal size that we use in this study, each individual is come with the size of 0.3 gram. And within 14 days of culture, usually it will have the size more than 1 gram, which is already good enough to be sold out to the bigger pond or maybe to the small cages. Okay. In this one, from the real pond, we put the cages so we can have the treatment in each pond, in each concrete tank. Each tank, they will have at least 3 cages, and it comes in 4 replication. The size of this cages is 2 times 1 meter with 1.5 meter long. However, the soaking volume is only 0.3 meter depth. Each cages will consider 1,000 fish per square meter, because for this farm, the commercial scale, for this one tank, they're stocking around 5,000 fish. But this one, we have 3 cages, so it's 1,000 on each, because it's only 5 times smaller than this size. And this fish will be fed 3 meals per day. Each cages are well installed with the aeration, at least 2 air stones to ensure the oxygen level. Okay, and for each treatment, they will have at least 4 replications to ensure that the data is reliable enough. And what we call the pulp feeding. So we will feed the feed with the supplement once every 3 days. What it means, on the first day after the fish has been stocking, they will begin with the supplemented feed on the treatment, while the control are still feed with the normal one. Then next 2 days, they will feed with all cages will be fed with the normal feed. When it's come to the 4th day, it's come again. Keep repeating this all the way up until 14 days. After that, on the 15th day, we harvest the fish and see the result. The key critical point that we will observe. The first one is growth performance. The second one, survival rate. The third one, aromatics in digestive tract, intestine, and liver. And the last part, we will do economic analysis. This study was designed in CRD, and we will check for an analysis of variance. If there is any significant, then we will check it with the Duncan-Newman multiple range test. Any significant beyond 95%, we will give a notation in alphabet. Okay, then let's move on to see the performance. The first thing, the total biomass of each cages, there are no significantly different among all treatments. It's proved that by applying either vitamin C or beta-glucan with this application and dosage, it doesn't cause any negative impact on the total production. And feed conversion ratio and protein efficiency ratio are also nearly same. They are also show that in some other literature, they also mentioned that at the early stage, with this stage, administration of 200 milligram per gram of feed of beta-glucan to night tilapia continuously, it will show no effect on growth as well, but it will have mainly effect on the survival rate.
Sorry, 3
yes?
remaining.
Okay. The second one is the growth performance. For the growth performance, when we look into the specific growth rate, because in this study we have high survival rate in the beta-glucan application, and so the size of the fish are a little bit smaller, but it's already past 1 gram, so it's good to be sold. And the specific growth rate in most of the treatment are in 9 and 10% per day, so it's similar to the general growth rate. The third one, survival rate, the one fed with beta-glucan, significantly increased, is 14% improved from the control one, while vitamin C is around 3% improvement. And when we check for the total aromatics count, there are no significant in both organ, liver, and intestine. However, the key point, because of the significant increase in survival rate, is impact into the cost for fish production. Each individual fish has lower cost, especially the one that fed with beta-glucan. The cost is around 1 baht per fish, while the selling price of this style of fish is 1.3. So it's impact to the revenue that earned for the farmer. So for beta-glucan, is the return on investment is around 1 to 67, while vitamin C is 1 to 6 because of the price difference of each product. So in conclusion, the combination of beta-glucan and vitamin C with the pulp feeding program are suitable to be applied on the farm site for this early stage of rearing tilapia. It can increasing the survival rate significantly, and also vitamin C also shows strongly improvement as well. And for the economic wise, both products are show quite promising to be applied in the real practice. So that is all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Grin, for the nice presentation. So, is there any questions from the audience?
Yes, we have one question for you. What is the possible mechanism of action for beta-1,3-glucan in stimulation the tilapia immune system?
Okay. Actually, for beta-glucan, okay, after it has been recognized by the immune system, or it has been recognized by glucan binding protein, it will induce the general innate immune system. The easiest one, it will be the respiratory burst, respiratory oxidative burst. That's the basic one. It's also enhanced lysozyme activity. However, for this study, because of the size of the fish are too small, so you need to sacrifice a lot of fish, so we are not suitable to done at this stage. But in the whole study, we also waiting until it's bigger, and that will be, and we will further investigate it more in the later stage. We also plan to conduct the histopath to see the organ of the fish and how it's respond as well in the future.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Any more questions?
That's all for the audience question.
In your study, did you make a study just beta-glucan itself without any combination to the vitamin C?
Actually, we have our internal study before, and these doses are applied from that part. But that is but since this one I got the fund for my company, so we need to stick with it.
Oh, really?
Yes, but we have another information to do so.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. That's good job. I think you're going to learn more about the mechanism of the beta-glucan, and probably it works also in other farming animals. Thank you very much, Mr. Grin.